More than 90% of the engine misfires I've dealt with over the years trace back to dirty injectors. Clogged injectors can burn through 30% more fuel before your odometer even hits 50,000 miles. I'm going to walk you through 9 practical methods for cleaning fuel injectors without pulling them out. At the end, I'll share a bonus technique that usually stays inside the garage, one that can double your injector lifespan to 100,000 miles. The most straightforward approach involves pouring fuel system cleaner into your gas tank. Most people mess this up by grabbing whatever's cheapest at the gas station, dumping it into a full tank, and waiting for results that never come. Not every cleaner delivers the same performance. Look for products containing polyetheramine, commonly called PEA. This ingredient actually breaks down the carbon and varnish buildup inside injectors. Brands like Chevron Techron, Goomout Regain, and Redline have proven track records. Pay attention to your fuel level. When the bottle says it treats up to 12 gallons, pouring it into an 18-gallon tank dilutes the solution too much. I run my vehicles down to about a quarter tank, add the cleaner, then fill up with fresh gas. This keeps the concentration strong as it flows through the injectors. One bottle won't erase years of neglect. Think of this as regular maintenance, not a miracle cure. I recommend using it every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, roughly matching your oil change schedule. This consistent approach scrubs away small deposits before they become serious problems. Use a funnel if your filler neck is narrow. I've watched too many people spill cleaner down their paint job, and those stains don't come out easily. This entry-level method keeps injectors clean when done correctly. For stubborn, sticky deposits, the next approach digs deeper. Injectors don't just collect carbon. They develop sticky varnish when fuel sits in the lines and gradually breaks down. Standard cleaners sometimes can't cut through this residue. Detergent-based additives work like dish soap for your fuel system. They are formulated to dissolve gum, varnish, and oily buildup on injector tips. I've relied on them many times for vehicles that sat idle for months, like older cars that only see weekend use. Those injectors weren't packed with carbon, but coated in sticky residue. Detergent additives cleared them when other products failed. You need to run more than one tank. These detergents work gradually, not overnight. One bottle won't reverse years of accumulation. I typically advise running it through 2 or 3 consecutive tanks, giving the additive time to loosen deposits and flush them out. Some mechanics, including myself, combine detergent additives with PEA cleaners for particularly stubborn injectors. The PEA tackles carbon while the detergent washes away varnish, creating a more powerful treatment. Don't mix every additive you find into your tank. Excessive chemical combinations can damage seals and sensors. Stick with trusted brands. Follow their instructions and give your vehicle time to show improvement. Detergents handle sticky injectors well, but sometimes the fuel itself needs attention. Ethanol plays a dual role with fuel injectors. Most gasoline today contains up to 10% ethanol, which acts as a mild solvent to help keep injectors clean. The downside comes from ethanol's tendency to pull moisture from the air. When water accumulates in your tank, it separates from the fuel, causes corrosion, and makes your engine run roughly. Ethanol treatment additives stabilize fuel, combat water buildup, and prevent injectors from gumming up. I've used them extensively on vehicles that sit for extended periods: boats, motorcycles, lawn equipment, and classic cars. Without treatment, those injectors would clog solid after sitting through winter. With treatment, they fire up as if they ran yesterday. You can't just add this once a year and expect lasting results. For daily drivers, use it every few tanks, especially when buying fuel from lesser-known stations. For stored vehicles, add it before parking and run the engine for several minutes so treated fuel reaches the injectors. Good ethanol treatment does more than protect injectors. It prevents hard starts, rough idling, and protects the fuel pump from wear. I've seen pumps corrode and fail prematurely because water sat in untreated fuel. Chemicals only go so far. Sometimes your engine needs an old-fashioned workout, which brings us to the next method. Sometimes the best cleaner doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from your right foot. One of the oldest techniques for dirty injectors is what mechanics call an Italian tune-up. Too many modern vehicles live sedentary lives. Short grocery trips, stop-and-go traffic, idling in driveways. The engine never reaches optimal temperature, and carbon accumulates on injectors, valves, and even the catalytic converter. Over time, this buildup restricts engine performance. The Italian tune-up addresses this. Take your car on a sustained highway drive for 20 to 30 minutes minimum. Drop it into a lower gear. Let the RPMs climb higher than usual and maintain that level. This heats the combustion chamber enough that carbon deposits literally burn away. I've watched engines that stumbled and misfired smooth out completely after one good highway run. I'm not suggesting you redline your car and drive recklessly. I mean controlled high RPM driving. Keep an automatic in third gear on the highway, or run a manual through lower gears. The goal is steady, elevated revs, not constant flooring of the accelerator. Only do this when your engine is in good condition. If your oil is old or your cooling system is weak, avoid stressing it with high RPMs. Address basic maintenance first. The Italian tune-up costs nothing, requires no special skills, and works remarkably well. For added effectiveness with chemical assistance while the engine runs, the next method delivers strong results. Now we move beyond pouring products into the tank and actually get hands-on. Throttle body and air intake cleaner spray makes a substantial difference, not just for injectors, but for the entire air-fuel system. Carbon builds up on the throttle plate, intake valves, and inside the manifold over time. This sticky black residue causes stumbling, rough idling, and power loss. Spraying cleaner directly into the intake dissolves these deposits while the engine runs. Here's my step-by-step process. Locate your throttle body by following the air intake hose from your air filter box to where it connects with the engine. Loosen the clamp and pull the hose back to access the throttle opening. Start the engine and have someone keep the RPMs around 1,500 to 2,000 to prevent stalling. Spray in short bursts directly into the throttle body. Don't flood it. Just quick sprays while the engine draws it in. Work in intervals. Spray for a few seconds, let the engine recover, then repeat until you've used about half the can. Reattach the intake hose and tighten the clamp when finished. Safety matters here. This product is flammable, so no smoking nearby. Keep a rag handy to catch drips and work in a well-ventilated area. You'll notice smoother idling, better throttle response, and cleaner airflow afterward. Some of that cleaner reaches your injectors too, providing additional benefit. While sprays are powerful, there's still a do-it-yourself approach. For shop-level cleaning without disassembly, the next method steps up the game. Now we enter professional territory. A pressurized fuel system cleaning kit feeds concentrated cleaner straight through the fuel rail, completely bypassing the gas tank. It's one of the most effective approaches for cleaning injectors without removal. I've used these kits extensively in the shop, and when performed correctly, they deliver excellent results. This method isn't for beginners though. You're working with pressurized fuel lines, and carelessness can lead to injury or fire. The process starts by relieving fuel pressure. Remove the fuel pump relay or fuse and crank the engine until it dies, eliminating pressure from the line. Connect the canister using the included adapters to hook directly to the fuel rail's Schrader valve or service port. Ensure tight connections with no leaks. Fill the canister with the provided cleaner, which is much stronger than bottled additives. Pressurize the canister using shop air to match your fuel system pressure, typically 40 to 60 psi. Start the engine. The motor now runs entirely on cleaner instead of gasoline. Let it idle until the canister empties, forcing the chemical through every injector and scrubbing them thoroughly inside and out. Remove the kit, reinstall the fuel pump relay or fuse, and restart the engine with normal fuel. The results include evenly spraying injectors, smoother idling, better acceleration, and increased power. If this sounds intimidating, many people prefer leaving this work to professionals, which leads us to the next option. Sometimes the smartest decision is letting professionals handle it. Professional on-car injector cleaning uses specialized machines and commercial-grade chemicals unavailable at parts stores. I've performed hundreds of these services, and the results are dramatically noticeable when injectors are dirty but not completely failed. The shop connects your vehicle to a professional cleaning system that bypasses the gas tank. Similar to the DIY canister kit, but with stronger detergents and more precise equipment, the machine runs the engine entirely on cleaner for 20 to 30 minutes, flushing carbon, varnish, and deposits from the injectors. The improvement is immediate: smoother idling, sharper throttle response, and often better fuel economy. I've had customers return a week later saying it felt like driving a new car. This service isn't cheap, typically running $100 to $200 depending on location. Compared to injector replacement costs of $600 to $800 or more, it's money well spent. This won't save injectors that are completely clogged or electrically failing. If an injector can't open, no chemical will fix it. Replacement becomes necessary. For dirty, sticky, or uneven spray patterns, though, this service often restores them completely. If you're uncomfortable working with fuel rails and pressurized systems, this provides a safe, effective alternative. To prevent injectors from getting that dirty in the first place, the next step makes a significant difference. Most drivers overlook this reality. Cheap gas costs more long-term. You might save a few dollars at the pump, but you're buying fuel that barely meets minimum government standards. That means fewer detergents, more deposits, and dirtier injectors. Top-tier gas is different. Stations like Chevron, Shell, Mobil, and Costco participate in the top-tier program. Their fuel contains extra detergents proven to keep injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers clean. AAA testing found top-tier gas left engines 19 times cleaner than bargain fuel. I've witnessed this firsthand. Cars running discount fuel at 80,000 miles show injectors already spraying unevenly with carbon-caked valves. Cars using top-tier gas at 150,000 miles have injectors that look nearly new. That's not luck. That's chemistry. You don't always need premium for top-tier benefits. Regular grade fuel at these stations still includes the detergent package. Unless your vehicle specifically requires premium, stick with regular from a top-tier station to save money while maintaining clean injectors. If you occasionally have no choice but off-brand gas, follow up with a PEA-based cleaner on your next fill-up. This balances out what that cheaper fuel leaves behind. Fuel quality matters more than most people realize. Choosing top-tier is the easiest long-term injector maintenance available. For injectors already loaded with carbon, there's one final method that surpasses everything else without removal. For the most powerful and thorough cleaning without removing injectors, nothing matches a carbon clearing machine service. This represents the gold standard in injector cleaning, used by dealerships and premium auto shops to restore engines to like-new condition. A specialized machine connects directly to your vehicle's fuel rail, replacing the regular fuel supply with a strong, professional-grade cleaning solution. While your engine runs, this solution flows through the injectors, dissolving carbon, varnish, and stubborn deposits that normal fuel additives can't touch. Unlike DIY cleaners, this process cleans injectors, intake valves, combustion chambers, and fuel lines simultaneously, leaving the entire system spotless. The results include sharper throttle response, smoother idling, better fuel economy, and maximum injector lifespan. Performance often improves so dramatically, it feels like a mini engine rebuild without opening anything up. Professional shops recommend this service every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, depending on driving conditions. While it costs more than DIY methods, ranging from $100 to $200, the benefits easily justify the price. This is especially true if your vehicle shows symptoms of clogged injectors, rough idling, poor acceleration, or hard starts. For peace of mind and factory-fresh performance without pulling injectors, the carbon clearing machine service is the top choice. It's the closest you can get to brand new injectors without the expense of replacement. Now that you understand how to clean fuel injectors without removing them, recognizing early trouble signs becomes the next critical step in protecting your engine.